guys, welcome back to another episode of Falconry Tube with me, Joel. On today's episode, what we're going to be covering is aviaries, pens, MEWS, whatever you want to call them. Basically a place to house your birds of prey over the hunting season, breeding season, this, that and the other. I didn't really want to do this video because obviously everybody has their own way of doing it. I'm not saying my way is the best or our way is the best or anything like that, but I want to put this video out there so people can watch it, get some sort of idea on what's good to use and what's not good to use. Anybody that's got any other ideas, put them in the comments below, photos and stuff like that, so anybody watching this video can, you know, pull from everybody else's ideas as well. So the main thing we kind of look at when building obviously any type of aviary is, whether it's for a breeding bird or a hunting bird, is ease of cleaning. That's always what I'm thinking of in the back of my mind, and obviously the price and the cost of it and stuff as well. If you've got to build 5 or 6 of them, then obviously cost plays a big factor. But obviously if it's just for your main hunting bird or your breeding bird and you're only building one, you know, you can splurge out a little bit. Okay, so the main thing we sort of get asked is metal or wood. Obviously there's pros and cons for both. Metal will last a lot longer, but me personally, I don't think it looks as nice. It can be easier to clean. I know a lot of people do whack their metal grates up, and I'll put some pictures in to show you. But I like treated timber for down at the centre, and for what we do, I think wood looks a little bit nicer. And to tell you the truth, you get good treated timber and stain it, you know, with proper stain and look after it, it lasts just as well. Obviously, size of the aviary is another big point. If you're going to build a free lofted aviary, guys, you know, give your bird room to fly. There's no point building like a tiny little aviary for your bird just to sit in. You know, there's no point. Go with the animal's activity license or the zoo license standards. They're always a good place to begin for sizing. I'm sure the specification is the bird has to be able to flap its wings at least 3 times in every direction. So, you know, so look into that and think about how big you're going to make your aviary. Perching and stuff, I'll put some perching ideas in. I mean, obviously you can make your own out of timber and stuff like that, or if you've got any natural branching, you know, we put that in as well. Open fronted roof and non-open fronted roof. In my aviaries at home, I've got half and half. I like my birds to have a little bit of weather coming in, and so then if they want to sit out in the rain and stuff, they can. Down at the centre, we have a closed roof, and this is only because a few years ago we had a real bad outbreak of avian flu come out round near the centre. So we were told for quarantine reason next time we built our aviaries to actually enclose them, because it does help with the quarantine. So bear that in mind if that's something that you know, might play a factor as well. Substrate on the bottom. Now, for MEWS, a lot of people use sand. There's nothing wrong with sand. Personally, I don't. I like gravel. I find it can be hosed down a lot easier, and I've just always used it. I know a lot of people do use sand, and then you can sieve the feces out. That works well, but I'll show you some of the examples that we've got as well. I always have open-fronted aviaries, but a lot of this is going to depend on what bird you've got. I mean, if you've got a real scatty bird over the molt, you know, sometimes seclusion aviaries calm the bird down and work out better. And of course, if it's an open-fronted aviary, think of the position that it's going in as well. Don't have it across a field, so every time it snows or wind and rain, it all comes helling in the aviary to make your bird really wet and cold. Sorry, the bloody cat's just jumped on me. Yeah, so positioning, that's something to take into consideration. Of course, that's just common sense though. Something else I would always recommend is a double door system going into the aviary, just in case your bird does fly out or something. You have got that bloody thing, security there as well. MEWS, with me when I'm hunting my birds, I only really ever use a MEWS for over hunting season. I don't like keeping birds in a free lofted aviary over hunting season. That's just me personally. I found most of the time, especially with me having open fronted ones, if a rabbit runs in the garden or a pigeon or something like that, you know, they can start trying to smash themselves up in there trying to actually get it. So over the hunting season, I tend to keep my birds in MEWSs and then shut them up at night, lock them in. I'll show you what we use. Then you can hose them down every day, step up to the perch, take them out, let them weather, then go out hunting. Because over the hunting season, they're flown, you know, constantly anyway. And then obviously over the molt, put them in their nice free lofted aviary, nice and fed up, and they can just molt out there nice and happy and see what's going on. Feeding chutes as well, that's another thing. I just use an L-shaped drain pipe, drill a hole in the side of your aviary, stick that in, and then you can drop the food in there. The bird never has to see you feeding it as well. It's never really been a massive problem with me, but that is something to consider. Nest boxes as well. On the AAL license or zoo licenses, we have to provide a nest box so the bird can get out of the way of the view of the public. And, you know, for breeding birds and stuff, you know, a good scrape or a nest box in there is important. I recommend putting one in there anyway. I mean, we've got nest boxes in all of our aviaries. And I think out of 30 odd birds, one of them actually uses it. They normally just sit on top of it. It's a bit annoying, but it is a good thing to have in there as well. So my advice is, if you're looking into getting into falconry and build something, go around to a few centres. Like I say, hopefully people will comment and share this video around and add in their own ideas. If it works, brilliant. Lighting in there, I won't bother, you know, have some floodlights out there if you want to go out in the dark or whatever. Camera in there, a lot of people do put cameras in there. There are some good cameras out there that you can always check. And, you know, good padlocks and stuff. Like I say, we'll show you what we use. The treated timber that we made ours out of, it wasn't overly expensive, and it's lasted, how long have they been built now? 3 seasons out in the weather, and we just put like a little bit of protective stain on it, and obviously not on the inside, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, the gravel just hoses down, and that's pretty much it really. We'll show our weathering lawn and MEWSs and things that we've got. And then hope you all like this video. If you did, please share and subscribe. And like I say, if any other falconers are watching this and think, oh, actually I've got a better idea than that, than the ones I've got, feel free, whack them all up on the comment section below. And hopefully this can be a good starting point for anybody wanting to do falconry. Cheers, thanks very much guys. Like I say, follow us on the Instagram, Joel Cauldron, at Rushmore Falconry and things like that. And yeah, cheers, thanks for watching.